If you've been to ArtPrize, you know it would be tough to see every piece of art in the competition. So how about racing your way through it?
Sounds unique, right? Well, there's an event this Saturday that allows you to do just that. It's one part bike race, another part running race, and another part amazing race, all amidst the beautiful backdrop of ArtPrize.
And get your workout in. So today we have Mark Van Tongeren with us, the race director for the GR Urban Adventure Race. Of course, I know that the course itself is a huge secret.
It is.
Can you tell us a little bit or give us some hints about what's planned?
Sure. It's a 4-hour event and teams of 2, and they have to find 40 different hidden checkpoints located all throughout Grand Rapids. Part of the race they're going to be running downtown area, and then for the biking we aren't going to subject them to these crowds. That would be disastrous. So they'll be outside of Grand Rapids, outside of downtown, looking for bike checkpoints as well. And then 10 times during the race they'll come across an amazing race type challenge, and they'll have to do something crazy. It might be a little bit mental challenge, not too hard, but more thinking than physical, and then it might be a physical challenge. And a lot of them will be in ArtPrize venues, and some related to art, but some just doing some crazy other stuff.
Wow, it sounds like a lot of fun. So do you have a lot of people already registered? Are you still opening? Is the registration still open?
Yep, open through tomorrow night, so people can go to our website, grurbanadventurerace.com, and still sign up. And we have 700 people signed up, so it's really popular.
Is it hard to manage that? I mean, it just sounds like that's a lot of people.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
With 40 different checkpoints, though, and people being able to go to any one at any time during the race, they all just thin out, and it's amazing how you can handle that many people in a race and have them not have to line up to do these challenges, because everything chooses a different route. It's interesting.
Mark, this is certainly not your typical race. I mean, what kind of made you want to be a part of something that was a little bit of this and a little bit of that? Actually, probably one of the only types of races that actually incorporates this world-class art competition in it too.
Yeah, it is unique. There's probably nothing else quite like it in the world for this one, at least. There are adventure races out there, and there are urban adventure races, but not really anything that brings in ArtPrize and amazing race type stuff into it. And so we just thought it would be the most accessible thing for people. The races I do are 24 to 30-hour races out in the wilderness, and you're doing bushwhacking and going through swamps, and we don't expect people to necessarily.
You've been running for years.
Yeah, I have been.
This sounds way better than that.
So we decided to dial it back, make it much more accessible to people who, you don't even have to be in really good shape. As long as you have a bike and maybe do a little bit of running, you can handle it.
Is one of the challenges going through a maternity ward and having a baby?
Yeah.
We would for sure win if that was one of them. We'd be the only one to do that.
I tried to find a helmet that would fit your womb so you could actually do the race, because I know you're a runner.
Yeah, I would love to do this, and I think next year, I mean, if you do something similar, it would be a great way to come out, because, I've always wanted to try something that was sort of triathlon-like, but this sounds really unique.
Yeah, swimming is pretty intimidating to some people. It's kind of the thing that keeps people away from triathlon, and triathlons are maybe a little bit more intense. The people are really into it. This is just a lot of people having a lot of fun. We actually have a race February 11 at Canonsburg ski area, so it'll be, I think, it looks like the largest winter adventure race ever put on in the world, if we get the same kind of people out there that we do for the first 2 races. And so we'll do 4 or 5 races a year, so you'll have lots of chances after
Okay, I need your help. Okay, I'll tell you what, I've taken care of the heavy lifting here, because the weather for Saturday looks spectacular. Tell us about the rest of the nuts and bolts about Saturday. What time? Where do people go?
So Founders Brewery is where it's going to be this time. Last time it was at the Bob, and they're a little busy with things down there right now. So we're at Founders for the start and finish. 8:30 in the morning is the start. Co-eds go off at 8:30, 5 minutes later for women teams, and then 5 minutes after that for the male teams. And
$130 for a 2-person team entry fee?
Yep, $130 for a 2-person team. There are discounts on various websites out there for about $12 off. After race party, we always serve them lunch. Gun Lake Casino is the big sponsor this time. Lunch by Celebration Catering. All kinds of
Nice.
great. I wish I could list all the sponsors. We have so many
Yeah.
good ones. It's amazing when you ask people if they'd be interested, how many people in this community say
sure.
yes.
They say yes.
This
They
is
don't say
really
no at all.
unique,
They just,
too.
they're like, how can I help?
Yeah,
So
well,
it's
Mark,
really
thanks
nice.
for coming in. I
Thank
know
you.
it's going to be a hit, and so very exciting stuff.
Sounds
All
great.
right, let's start prepping for next
For next
year.
year, that's right. I'll take care of the uniforms. You take care of the heavy lifting.
All right, we'll be right back.
This is 8 West,